if you can introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Glenda Cowell. I'm one of the assistant principals at Campus High School.
Okay. How long have you been a principal, and how long did you teach prior to becoming an administrator?
I've been a principal for 10 years now, and I taught social studies for the 7 years prior to that.
What made you choose the teaching profession originally?
I like working with high school students. I love social studies, and I think that education is the backbone of a democratic society.
What advice can you give me to better prepare me for the teaching profession?
Spend as much time as possible in the classroom. Be very organized, very structured. Always assume the best, not the worst. You've got to take a teaching mindset with that. Okay, meet every kid where they are. Meet every kid where they are. Skills, background, regardless. Meet every kid where they are. And then teach them. Think of your students as a reflection of you. Okay? That they need to reflect the skills that you've taught them. And if they don't, what supports have you tried? Always take a teaching mindset in every situation. If they don't know how to do it, teach them how to do it. And so nothing that will keep you focused on the future and on hope instead of on negativity.
What are some of the challenges I will face as a new teacher, and equally, what are some of the rewards?
You'll be overwhelmed. You will be overwhelmed. It is hard to meet the needs of all the kids, of all the parents, of the administrators, the teachers. Focus on two things: a good environment. Okay, set up a good, organized environment and a clear plan to keep them busy every minute of every class. Busy, busy, busy. No downtime. Busy, respectful interactions. And get a colleague that you can work with. Work with all your colleagues. Okay, beg, borrow, steal, they will share with you. And so work with a colleague, but they need to be busy from the minute they hit your door to the minute you tell them to leave. Okay? No downtime.
And could you possibly provide me with specific examples from your own teaching experience or from some teachers you supervise dealing with the challenges and the rewards of teaching as a new teacher?
Sure. I work with the tiered reading class, which they are some of the most challenging students in our school because they faced a lot of failure, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And that they don't know how to read. They're going to continue to face challenges. They don't know how to read on grade level, okay? And so they get frustrated. But I will tell you that you will see beautiful things from those students despite their challenges. And new teachers will walk into some of those very tough situations. Okay, you may walk into a situation that would be a similar situation, a tiered reading class or a tiered math class. New teachers aren't immune to those, and the beauty comes whenever you've worked really hard at something. Okay? You've worked really hard at telling them, this is how you write a paragraph, and they can do it. Okay, you work really hard to find a book that student can connect to, and then you'll find one, and you'll tell the kids, okay, we've done our reading time for the day, it's time to journal, and they will groan and say, oh, I don't want to put my book away. And I walk into reading classes and see a whole class of kids who will struggle in other classes who find their niche in there. Okay, they didn't want to be there originally. That teacher really had to work to show them, I've got your best interest at hand. But then they will do something that you've worked really hard with them on, and it will make it worth it in every instance. And you've got to hold on to those, and you've got to think about, how did I do that? How did I get that kid there? Because once you can do that one time, you can do it over and over. Okay? And you hold on to those and you don't give up.
What does professionalism mean to you? What qualities do you seek in a new teacher? How can I stand out during the application, interview, and hiring process after I've earned my teaching license?
Mm-hmm. Whenever we are looking for a professional educator, that yes, the characteristics of dress, okay, that you dress like a professional, business professional or business casual. Some be cautious with business casual in an interview. Also, your communication, that how you answer questions and articulate your answers will weigh into that. Make sure there's no spelling errors in your resume. I always suggest emailing a copy of your resume directly to the principal with a cover letter. Email or even mail a hard copy when you apply for a job. Because a lot of places now, you log in, you look at the resumes, but any of that direct contact that doesn't take a lot of time, okay, is really welcomed. Also, do your research on the school before you interview there. Find out what's in their handbook. Find out why you want to teach there. They very well may ask you, why do you want to teach there? And it shows that you've taken some initiative to look into their school, where you can say, well, here's what I know about your school. Can you tell me some more about why this is a good place to be? That you don't want to be condescending at all, but it's okay to inquire about that school. The other thing is always maintain professional relationships with students and colleagues. You never want to badmouth another school in an interview or say anything condescending about their program or anything. You can say, this program is my preference because of this. But don't say anything negative about another school or another program in an interview.
What changes, if any, would you make to the educational system? Consider various aspects of education reform, funding, state assessments, etc. I know you were just dealing with state assessments today.
Well, funding is always an issue, and clearly we are underfunded right now. I don't. Clearly, we're underfunded right now. You have to get used to that. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that yes, we can and should advocate. Okay, outside of school and with others, but I'm going to tell you, you just kind of have to get used to that. And you have to meet every kid where they are, okay, and take them as far as you possibly can, okay. Every kid deserves that. But we're having a rough time with state assessments this year. I would much prefer at the high school level to go to ECT. I think that that's a better representative of college and career readiness than what we have currently. However, what we have now is better than what we used to have. I also feel like there's other measures of school improvement. AP testing, even IB numbers, okay, Scantron performance. There are other measures of that. And I think the state has been developing data on that, tracking students in secondary school. Success there, college readiness. And so I understand that state assessments may not be able to go away. I will tell you that we've had issues with KITE, okay, and so that delivery system is frustrating to me. But like I said, I feel very strongly that a free appropriate public education for every student is the backbone for this society. So, for a democratic society.
Yeah. If you could choose any other career field, would you? And explain in detail.
No, I would not. I would not. Yesterday I had the chance to go with AP psychology students to the psychology fair at Friends University, and that was a real treat for me. Watching our students plan their YEK Market Day, watching our students perform, the choir students at the art fair the other night, that one song was so notably beautiful that everybody stopped and moved from the art pieces to go watch the choir. Our students do beautiful things, wonderful things. They will make a positive impact in the world around them. And that education is key to success. It's key to giving those students a hope and a future, and to making this world a better place. Whenever I'm old and can't do productive things anymore, I'm going to be in good hands because they're going to be able to take care of it. And so the skills and things they learn now are valuable for everyone. And so I joke about being a doctor because I like to problem solve, but no, I'm an educator to the core. I believe in teaching and learning. And so.
And the last thing is any other comments you would like to leave?
Make sure you like students. Make sure you like working with students. Okay? More than your content area. Mm-hmm. And always keep their future, what's best for them in mind. And if you honestly like working with kids and you care about their future success, then jump in with both feet. If you like your content more than students, find a different profession.
Yeah.
So that's really it.
Well, that